and it's brought to you by EA Sports. We can hardly wait for the start of this one. All that and more coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, the second of our two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Buffalo Bills and our home team. So glad you have joined us. It's a divisional round matchup here in the playoffs. Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner, both these teams feeling the momentum, feeling good. They won last week on Wild Card Weekend. They're starting to look forward in Dream Super Bowl. One of these teams gets to the conference championship game. What are you looking for in a game like this?
Yeah, and you're exactly right, Mike. Both these teams we saw just a week ago play really well in their wild card matchups. So now they find themselves one game away from the conference championship. And it really comes down to, at this stage of the game, Mike, it's not who's practicing the best. Those reps have been really cut down. Right now, it's about getting your legs back and understanding who are we as a team, who is our opponent as a team, and who is going to play the best. Well, in a couple minutes, this thing's going to be kicked off, and we're going to find out.
1st and 10. Now the former first-round pick, Breece Hall. He'll manage only a couple. That's Azeez Ojulari in on the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. He connects with Gray on that one. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Mahomes. Got a man. It's Kelsey. Complete. Down the left sideline. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one. 65 yards. They'll run. It's Hall. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he will power his way into the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown Dragons. And with that last touchdown, another milestone. He is the owner of the NFL record, the most total touchdowns by a running back in a single season. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
Winning in the wild card round, certainly an accomplishment that this team should be proud of. But Mike, if he wants to take his team to the championship round next week, he's going to have to lead by example and play a mistake-free game against a team known for capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. Yes, you have to be aggressive. You have to be willing to take some risks. But those risks have to be calculated, because if you get reckless against this group, you're going to be flying home. You're going to be getting ready for the offseason.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in, Keon Coleman. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The tight end Kincaid in motion. One more time going up top with Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Again, it's Allen to the air. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up second and goal. Throwing again, it's Allen. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit...
It is brought in the end zone. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to possess the football for the second time. We're trying to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And let's give it about 4 on that one. Randy Gregory shuts it down. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll go again with Hall. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Cole Bishop up to make the play. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now he'll run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Cole Bishop up to make the play. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. On the give, it's Hall. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. To throw is Mahomes. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Dragons.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Johnson now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bills offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Allen working from the pistol. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
That's taken in by Shakir. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run with the third-year man. It's James Cook. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He's got the first down and more than that. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Dragons will take it here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Here's Hall. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and It's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He's going to keep it himself.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A run here with Hall. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's another. First down throw, Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And this is going to set him up with 1st and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4. That's good. 4-8. Here's a run. A second effort, and he is in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Dragons. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But defense has got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one, where you've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Play action here. Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Final play of this first half. Here's Mahomes. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line with Justin Reed up from the safety spot to make the stop. They face second down and 7. Once again, it's Cook. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2. Allen. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll let this go deep.
Oh, what a pass. What a freaking pass.
Touchdown, Bills. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
The Dragons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to be caught by Gray. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Throw on the run is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Motion man is Rice. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone.
Yes! Oh, shit.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offense.
And, of course,
what?
All scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stay.
Okay, good.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense... So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The defense has it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line,
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line. Now Allen on 1st down. Samuel has it on the slant. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Allen going to give it to Cook. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Samuel. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking to Samuel on the out route.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
We'll try and run here with Cook. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Buffalo. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Samuel has it working the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's complete To his tight end, it's Dawson Knox. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Allen. He's got it at the 7. And he will score. Game on. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
You try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
On third down, Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. Again, here's Hall. Woo! And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
They send Sutton in motion. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. On the give, this is their fullback, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Mahomes. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Dragons. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position.
No.
start this drive. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult offensively. It'll set up a 4th down. He'll try it now with Cook. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
He gets it to Samuel, left side. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Now 2nd and inches. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Shakir. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Allen going to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2nd and goal. They'll go play action here with Allen. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And now 3rd and goal coming up. Throwing again, it's Allen. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills back within 7. It's 35-28. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run here. It's Carter. Third down and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He connects with Gray on that one. And he's out of bounds but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
A run with Carter. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is caught at the 3. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dragons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. He'll take it at the 12. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now 1 step away from a Super Bowl appearance. They'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.